Hey, what's going on, guys? It's CJ or Riley here, and whatever you prefer to call me, it does not matter. Today I bring a very interesting gameplay coming straight from my live stream last Saturday, so it is about maybe a week old or so. It's pretty interesting. I get my USAS Moab that I don't really go for. I have specialists going, but I typically do not go for it. If I notice I'm on a high streak, then I'll go for it. But not only do I get one, but our buddy that I've been playing with for quite a while, Jacob, or Man Mino as he goes by on PSN, or Xvezinus, which either account it depends on which he's on. Gets one too. He gets one right before me. He gets it with a AA-12. So two shotgun Moabs go off this game, and it's I'm pretty sure the other team was pretty agitated at us. They probably now have an internal hatred for Modern Warfare 3 shotguns, and I do not blame them. This is also. I was going for the 2500 kill title at this time during the streams. I do typically try to, kind of try to come up with something to come up with while I do these because people watch gameplay for maybe fun. Some people watch it for everybody go and see who can get the most wins and everything. We could do that. I do typically see if we could go for wins, go for win streaks, and all that good stuff. But I typically try to make it fun. I try not to make my streams too serious. I do take suggestions. You guys can tell me what I would like to use and such. I do believe I did get the 2500 kill title, so I do need to come up with something else that I can do that everybody would enjoy watching, possibly. So if anybody wants to suggest something, please let me know, and maybe, who knows, probably pick it up in the streams. So I do also want to thank all of the people that have given me the support. Either close friends or just people that have just noticed me. It is a relatively small channel, and I have gotten a lot of support as of so far. You guys, my Twitch.tv channel has grown actually quite a bit. Last Friday or so, I was at like 20 followers. Like I said, it's relatively small, keep in mind. And now, as of Thursday of the same week, I'm up to 50. So it's growing a lot faster than I thought it would be. And it's very, very exciting. And I do get, makes me more and more motivated to want to do live streams and want to do this kind of stuff, just to meet people and, just receive support from everybody. Really, really motivational. So what I actually want to talk about is not really all the gameplay, but more or less of who I am and just some background, essentially. So what I want to start out with is maybe just some of my gaming history. I originally got my first console. I am a console person. This is PS3 gameplay for those who do not know. I got my first console. It was an original PlayStation at around age 3, and that came with Sonic the Hedgehog. I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. That is like one of my all-time favorites in the past. I will always love it. And of course, I also had a Nintendo 64 that was with Super Mario 64. I remember I used to always play that game before I went to school, and try to get as far as I can. I remember I used to beat it a few times and be so accomplished that I beat it, and then I ended up nerding it out at school, telling everybody, "Hey, I beat N64 Mario," and everybody would envy me and how much of a nerd I was. So after the original PlayStation, I did get a PS2, and that was a lot of mixing games. Primarily now I do play shooters and and some other things, but that one was a mixed bag. I used to play racing games, fighting games, third-person shooters. I wasn't actually a big fan of first-person shooters at the time. I would play stuff like Jak and Daxter. That was awesome, and then like racing games such as like we'll go with Jak and Daxter again. The Jak and Daxter racing games. The third-person shooters were also like Ratchet and Clank. Those games were fun. I actually wish I could go pick up some of the newer ones. I have not played any of them. At the same time, also I did have a GameCube. Yes, a GameCube. That still was like a mixed bag, obviously, of Nintendo games. I would play such as Luigi's Mansion and Mario Kart Double Dash. That was fun, and So moving on a little bit further, I ended up getting a Wii. I do remember I got that for Christmas, and I was somewhat disappointed. You know, I was happy because it was a next generation console. I wanted one really, really badly, but in my heart, I wanted a PS3. So then I ended up getting it, and I was like, woo, and I was pretty disappointed because I didn't get my PS3. But anyway, I got my Wii, and I played stuff like Smash Brothers, and that was also with Mario Kart. I was a big Mario fan. I was more Luigi though. Luigi's my favorite out of the two. So then I ended up getting an Xbox 360. That was just a basic arcade 360. Had nothing on it. I just had single player games. I ended up giving that away to my uncle because then I got my PS3 and I had free online, and I didn't was totally uninterested in single player games anymore. So that's basically my gaming history. I did get that PS3 at 2009, I believe, just after Modern Warfare 2 came out. So I've been gaming on PS3 ever since then. So moving on, I am currently attending school. This is not a gaming history any longer. I'm currently attending school to become a medical assistant and to later move on into maybe something different. I'm looking at maybe nursing, phlebotomy. For those who don't know, phlebotomy is the people that when you go to the hospital and they draw your blood, those are the people that draw your blood and then they label it, tell you, they label the tubes and all that, and then they just send it off to the labs, and then the doctor reads off the test results. So, I'm also looked into respiratory therapists, but that's kind of on the back burner. I'm kind of more into looking at phlebotomy or nursing. That's more of what I'm looking at my alley. I've also looked maybe into being maybe somewhat of a paramedic, and if not, I do want to be in the ER setting. I don't know, I kind of want high action. I don't really want to be sitting behind the desk and doing paperwork all the time, which that's unavoidable in the field or and everything. But so all that. And lastly, I do want to talk about the channel. Like I said, it's relatively small, but all I really want to say about the channel is that I'm doing this to have a lot of fun, give me like a little hobby per se. So, and also I want to thank to all of you over on Twitch that have gone from Twitch over to YouTube to support me, and it's very, very much appreciated. And everybody just everybody in general that has followed me up to this point. It is relatively small. People just, they go to the big channels and everything to, because they know them and they know they're big and they obviously know it's high quality and everything. So, lastly, before I go, I do want to say that this is also a test of the video. If there's something I can improve on, please let me know. Example, maybe audio is too loud, my microphone may be too loud, or something's laggy, or just commentating tips. So, thank you to everybody for viewing. Please subscribe. I will also put a link into the twitch.tv channel. Please go follow that. All right. Thanks guys.